No mai haere mai, and welcome to the DCR AidStation, the birthday pony of trail running media. I'm Matt Raymond.
And I'm Ali Pottinger.
And by birthday pony, I meant sort of party hat on, full of cake and oats. But before we get to that, support Dirt Church Radio on Substack. People are supporting us on Substack, and we really appreciate it. It's how we keep the lights on. We don't have a Patreon. We don't have anything like that. Please subscribe to our Substack newsletter. After 8 years of sharing the voices and stories of trail running, we need your help to keep going strong. It might not seem like it, but DCR, we are one of the originators in the kind of second wave of trail running podcasts, and we're still here, but your support helps. It helps us reach new places, share more interesting stories with interesting runners, and continue documenting the sport we all love. Join our community and help fuel the next chapter of Dirt Church Radio. We'd really appreciate it. Ali Pottinger, how the hell are you?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good. What about you? How are you?
I'm excellent. I
am
absolutely frothing after another great week of running, another big weekend of running. Well, relatively big weekend of running. I know,
you don't need to disclaimer it, Matt.
Perfect's the enemy of good. Well, it was good. I was happy with both the runs that we had. We went back and did coast to coast to coast.
Yeah.
Sort of. And if anyone follows me on Strava and looks on Strava, the flyover will look less like we were drunk and just kind of lurching around the streets. And we added like 90 minutes and 10K onto our original route. And we didn't go all the way to Manukau, so it was an abridged coast to coast to coast, but we went over Mangawhau, Mount Eden, and Maungakiki at One Tree Hill, and that's the first time that I've ever ran up there. I've been up there so many times and went to school around there, so I got dragged up there as a teenager and a younger kid, and always hated it, but it was amazing. And I maintain I love running through a city. There's bins, there's water, and at the end you can get changed and then go have a beer. It was fantastic. And then Sunday, I backed it up with a lovely 16K Sunday loop on the trails and the gravel and Riverhead, and went again to sort of parts unknown, trying out new loops, and it was really, really great to pull up after just continuing to build after such a period of time of being injured. It really doesn't suck. What about you?
I had a very social weekend, to be honest. When I reflected on it, I was at dinner at a friend's on Friday night. Saturday, I don't know, I took Sebastian for a walk in the forest with a friend, but I don't know if you can call it taking him for a walk. He ended up just wanting to be carried and had a shoulder ride, which was quite a mission. I had coffee. So
it's strength work.
It is strength work. It definitely is. I was like, my shoulders are completely baked. Lunch with my sister, friends for pizza night, went out Saturday night for a drink, brunch, like living the dream, man. Went over to the Mount, saw my brother and nieces and sister-in-law. So,
That's awesome.
Very, very social weekend, which was lovely.
But I feel like I've got like a McDowell-shaped hole in my heart because he's eloped. He's left us. He's gone to Australia.
Yeah,
to run a bloody 24-hour race.
He did.
As he does. And kept that very quiet, even from us. Like, we had no idea what he was up to. So, there will be questions the next time we meet. But went over for Shaggy's Sydney 24-hour challenge. And if we're misnaming that, apologise. But, I mean, Ali, do you want to grade yourself on your long run this weekend? In the style of Andrew McDowell? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Andrew McDowell, and I went over to Sydney to run the Sydney 24-hour run and catch up with my mate Shaggy because it's his race. And, I did a really big, well, it wasn't as big as I liked, to be honest. It was only 150 Ks for a 24-hour race, track race. So, I was a bit disappointed, but it was okay. Probably not worthy of any kudos if you're on my Strava.
I did indeed give him kudos and left a comment. So, yeah. No, we can't. Yeah, we're as surprised as the rest of you. So if you wonder how much we all live in each other's pockets, that much. big pockets, trans-Tasman pockets. But 150 kilometres. I'm sure he will be internally beating the shit out of himself for that. But like, what a stud! Even when it's going hard for him, he's doing stuff like that. So, well done.
Just to go for 24 hours, epic.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to Blue Lake. We're all going to be there.
Yay!
I got 100k in mind. Andrew, what does he say? A nautical 100-mile, which is 185k. You're going to be doing the dynamic strength work with
Probably
with Sebastian,
because I believe that Sebastian's actually the only person that's done Blue Lake every year of their life.
Right.
So hopefully that continues, because that's quite a cool fun fact. So yeah, I imagine I'll do the kids race with him, and I don't know what else I'll do. Hopefully I do a few laps there. Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
See.
I can't wait. And hopefully we're going to throw in a live show around that time as well. So stay tuned for that. And of course we will be at the Mighty Further Faster Friday, October 17th, which is Crater Rim Ultra Weekend. Amazing, amazing race down in Otautahi, Christchurch. And come see us there. Ticket details will be soon. And the thing, if you're saying, well, hang on, you're a podcast, why are you ticketing? All ticket proceeds go to charity. So it's a good way to invest in the community. So on to the list of topics for this aid station. Where, you get your quesadilla, you get your chat with the aid station volunteers, and you get some talking about vert contests. Virtual July. Who knew that was a thing? Dry July and Virtual July, actually, those are the only two things I know about July. Have you heard of this?
I have heard a little bit. I saw a post on Instagram from Bradley at Trail Running NZ about it. And I nearly dropped some eyeballs in the comments because it was saying something about ignoring your coach's plans and just
We'll get to that. I mean, my question is, and I'm going to show myself up, doesn't anyone have a job anymore?
Nah.
So day 1 of July, you climb 100 metres, vertical gain. Day 2, 200. Day 3, 300. You keep adding another 100 metres of vertical gain for every single day for the rest of the month. And if you miss a day, you're out. No catch-ups, no banking. So it's not like you can do like 10,000 metres of vert in one day and say that's me for the next 10 days. And no IOUs. It's a burly challenge because day 1, obviously, it's like, did I tell you about that time I tried to do one push-up for every day of the year?
Oh, no.
And I stopped about day 200 because I was about tipping over. Yeah, it was a lot. But so this is sort of the same thing. Day 100 metres. Day 31 is 3,100 metres. And the cumulative vert of this is 49,600 metres, which is around about 149-ish thousand feet.
Yikes.
And if you consider the Everest, the agreed height of Everest is 8,848.86 metres above sea level. That's 5.6 Everests for the month. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And I can only... you can only make the meal that you have the ingredients for. So if we think about the highest natural point on the Auckland Isthmus, which is Mangawhau and Eden, it is a mighty 196 metres above sea level.
Oh.
So
get your mountaineering gear on for that.
Get my crampons on, absolutely. So that's it's about 253 summits if you're going to do it cumulatively, or 16 summits on your last day. And the distance, it's between 1.3 to 2K. So let's call it 1.5K a day, And for all you people not from Auckland smirking into your Southland sushi, depending on how you define Auckland, we've actually got some other peaks. Or if you think about the Auckland region, we've got Tatoi Kawharu on the Waitakere Ranges, which is the highest point on the mainland at 474 metres. Or if you think about the Auckland region overall, down south, there's Kohukohunui and the Hunua Ranges, which is the absolute highest point in the wider Auckland Council region, sitting at 688 metres. Now, I mean,
Yeah.
still baby hills when you compare them to like Mount Roy, but Kohokohonui is slightly taller than Mount Cargill, if that's possible.
Yeah.
But you'd still be putting in a ton of reps.
And you probably spend about 10 hours stuck in traffic trying to go and do it.
Oh, Hanua, so from my house to Hanua is about an hour and a half, and it's still in the Auckland region. It's a big place. It's a big place. So, Coach Ellie, I'm like I like a challenge. But it seems like a lot. How you and there's some great prizes. Like if you go to tryrunning.nz, I mean you can't enter now because it's obviously we're into July, but like there's some pretty burly prizes on offer. But
Like what?
well,
A car?
prize pack. There's some cash. There's shoes. There's there's actual cash. I'm not sure if it's his own stable coin or actual New Zealand dollars. I'm not sure if it's like Brad coin or actual dollars. But there's some coin. There's shorts from Huntaway Run Co. There's some Merrill shoes in there. Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff. So I think you get an entry into the Crush the Cargill 200 miler as well, which is awesome. But what do you think? I mean, you saw the meme. What's your thoughts?
Some people are going to get broken is my straight up first thought. Like you'd want to have trained for this, but people will just come in hot probably without having considered building up to that kind of elevation. Good luck, people. And I bet the Wellington physios are rubbing their palms together. Like, we'll just keep some slots free for the sacrificial trail runners for Bradley's challenge.
Absolutely. They're taking the plaque down off the wall that Christopher McDougall had up there, born to run. Thank you. You bought me my second home. Take that down.
Yeah.
Put up the
thanks,
Virtual
Barefoot
July.
Running.
I mean, what are the... I mean, there's some massive... I mean, if you could soak it, you'd be strong as an ox surely at the end of that month if you were able to keep yourself well enough to get through that amount of vert.
Oh, yeah. It'd be like, if you can do it, great. Throw the eggs at the wall, and if someone survives, perfect. They'll be ready to tackle some of the vertier runs that are coming up. I'm trying to think what would be good. It's probably you're getting close to
UTMB or what?
Yeah, UTMB. UTMB, probably. What else is there? There's not much that you'd be like, right, let's go.
Something in the Dolomites.
Yeah.
Maybe Tour de Jean or something like that. But that's a whole nother kettle of fish.
That is.
Entirely. Yeah. How are you having the discussion with someone if they come to you and they've got actually, I mean, and again, I love that one of the things that Bradley's doing is fomenting community and that nice alloy of online and actually getting out into the hills for hours and hours and hours, especially if, how long it keeps going. But how do you talk someone off that ledge?
Oh, you know what? Like one thing that I always remind people I coach is eyes on the prize, so definitely if it's something that's motivating and exciting, that's what we want with our running and our training. But what are you actually focusing on? And if there's something that's a bigger picture goal that it's at the risk of, then maybe they need like a little baby version of it or something. I don't know. But yeah, so it probably depends on the person, depends on their goals and depends on what it means to them. But normally eyes on the prize is what I'd say. Yeah.
Except if your prize is Virtual July and then you've got another thing coming. But anyone who's doing it, mad respect to you. Keep safe. I don't know, lots of deep heat on the Achilles or do your crunches, whatever. And I'm actually really excited to see if anyone pulls it off or if there's a group of people that pull it off. And
there will be for sure. Definitely.
Yeah. Amazing. It's a big weekend of sport again this week. We had Western States the other week and just like that, Hardrock is knocking down the doors. And thinking about the career Grand Slam, because we'll go through it in a bit, but there's some amazing runners lining up. And a career Grand Slam is when you win at Western States. It's like being an EGOT. Do you know what an EGOT is?
No.
EGOT is an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony Award. So
cool.
there's only a handful of people who ever become an EGOT, right?
Okay.
And just like that, you've got to win Western States, UTMB, Hardrock, and Diagonal des Fous, which is that amazing. I think it's Canary Islands. I'm sure it's one of those islands that looks super hard. It starts at midnight. There's active volcanoes, scoria, and what have you. But only Kilian Jornet, Courtney Dauwalter, and Katie Sheed have accomplished this quadfecta, and there's a couple of runners close. Will be one step closer if they pick up Hardrock. But what would a New Zealand Grand Slam look like?
I guess
wouldn't necessarily have to be 100-mile races either, just 4 of the...
Yeah. The kind of prestige, most competitive ones.
Yeah.
I mean, Tarawera and Kepler have to be on the list. And then where else do we get the most competitive fields?
Well, for epicness, if you were going for... I mean, Tarawera, surely, yep.
Yeah.
Kepler, another one.
Oh,
Different
Old Ghost?
Old Ghost.
Yeah.
And maybe Northburn? I mean, no offence to anyone who's ever podiumed at Northburn, Andrew, but it just looks crazy. It absolutely looks like the kind of, I mean, it's a Hardrock qualifier for a reason, right?
But then it's a kind of different kettle of fish. But I guess they are too for what we're discussing. Or maybe like Wu 2K, that tends to see a pretty competitive field as well.
Yeah, Wu 2K is sick. And would you say Tarawera 1? Well, if you were thinking competitiveness, you'd say Tarawera 100.
Yeah.
Kepler.
Mm-hmm. Old Ghost.
Old Ghost
Wu
Road.
2K.
And Wu 2K.
Probably.
Or slot in for sort of epicness and, vertiness, Northburn.
Yeah. I think so.
Maybe let Andrew from the future have a...
he'll have an opinion.
Have a little weigh-in on that one.
He'll put his rant bank might come out.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know. Who made that list? Like, why is Diagonal des Fous in there? It's a great race, but it's not really on par with the other big 3. I don't know. New Zealand doesn't need a Grand Slam, so I don't care. There you go. I also haven't had much sleep, so I'm probably grumpy. But I'm not really into that whole Grand Slam thing. Sorry. And I'm pretty sure it's Katie Sheed. Pretty sure. Okay, bye.
Also, let us know your thoughts. Reach out. What would you like to see if there was a New Zealand Grand Slam, or have we got it completely backwards and you're looking at shorter, sharper races or grassroots? Right? Let us know. Let us know in the comments on the Substack, or reach out to us, Dirt Church Radio, on all the platforms. It says here, Ali's awkward running encounter.
Yeah. So
Can't believe you're choosing to share this.
You know what? I love a good share of a funny moment. So I think we've established now that one of the things that I do a bit is say something that's accidentally really inappropriate. So we've had some moments over the time.
It's like you have a thought and then it just kicks the door to your mouth open.
So recently, like a few weeks ago, I was out for a run and I thought I'll add some distance on, and was slow motion kind of running up this hill to this kind of cul-de-sac of a forestry road where I thought nobody would be. Anyway, there's a mountain bike trail that comes out the end of it, and there's this good-looking guy on his bike there, of course, that I have to run past and then turn around and run back. And I just said, "Hey, how you going?" "Yeah, good, thanks. How are you?" "Yep, cool." And after the run, I said to Matt and Andrew, "I need to work on my chat. Like, that's not a pickup line at all. I could have offered him some lollies or something like that. Didn't."
And throw your net over him.
Throw my net over him. So anyway, we fast forward a few weeks, and the other day I was out there doing my long run and running down this forestry road, and it's a really rocky section, and I can hear this man coming up behind me, and so I turn around and kind of say, "Good morning," and he says, "Morning," and then he comes up alongside me and he was like, "Oh, it's a bit rough, isn't it?" And I said, I like it rough. And then I realised what I had said, and I just couldn't stop laughing for the rest of my run. And that man shot out of there like he must have had a speed session, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, it was an interval.
It was totally an interval. It was a planned interval. I'm pretty sure his watch beeped.
Wow. Yeah. It's so different. I am so like, and of course it's so different in so many ways. The power dynamic, all of that sort of stuff. I don't even use gendered pronouns when I speak to women in the forest. It's all mate or buddy, or like just like a very chaste wave, no eye contact. You know,
you do like a little side to side short wave, don't you? Like it's
I do like that.
no large movements.
Yeah, no
you
large.
do little devil horns.
I do the devil horns all the time. I always do because I'm trying to counter. Here's a topic: stop doing the shaka. Just stop the
what's
shaka.
wrong with the shaka?
I just prefer the devil horns, but that's probably got more to do with me. No, I'll give a shaka too, but like I will do the devil horns. So yeah, but I'm very either side that little hello, like that. But yeah,
Do you know, I did think today on my run, because a guy ran past me wearing headphones, and I thought we should have a little sign so that if somebody's listening to DCR on their headphones, they can do a little hand gesture, and they'll be like, "Hey, they're actually listening to DCR. That'd be cool."
Don't do that.
No. That's
No.
okay. Yeah, bad idea. Keep that in your head, Ali.
Bad. I mean, feel free to implement it, but yeah, I always feel like apologizing when someone says they're listening to.
Yeah, I'm sorry for listening to this.
I'm sorry, but we got a lot going. It's a big weekend in sport, and there's big news in sport. Tell us about what's happening at 6 Foot Track.
Yeah, so it's quite, so 6 Foot Track, obviously a very long, well-established race in Blue Mountains. It's been going for, I can't even think how many years now, a very, very long time, decades long it's been around for. And historically it's had a 7-hour cutoff, which has been really tightly enforced. And over the years, people have kind of said it's not that inclusive, like you've got to have qualifiers. It's tougher for female runners to make that cutoff and to qualify. And so today they had a big announcement, or actually was it yesterday, 21 hours ago. They have changed the qualification criteria. And so there's going to be a 7-hour 30 race cutoff for female runners only, and updated female qualification standards. So it's, it's been met with controversy, I guess you could describe. So some people are not very happy about it, which I can understand. You've got a traditional race that are changing their approach. But it's taking some pretty cool steps towards encouraging more women into the race or to have success with it. So personally, I see it as a pretty cool equitable measure to put in place to encourage women in running or trail running. Yeah, so well done, 6 Foot Track Committee. It's not easy when you've got something that's been so long standing to change the status quo.
Yeah, I always find, again, not sort of wanting to weigh in on these because, I mean, I've still got all the rights. So that thing of, is it equality or equity? Which one, or justice, which one is it? And interestingly, you were saying some of the people who are, and again, some of the people who are in favour of the old cutoff are more sort of your front of the pack runners.
Yeah. So I think it's like, that's my kind of anecdotal take on it. We saw something similar happen years ago now with UTA changing the belt buckle times for women. So where, it used to be 14 hours for everybody that sub 14 hours to get a silver belt buckle. They made it 15 and a half hours, under 15 and a half hours for women, which was a cool step towards equity because we recognised that it was kind of the difference between the top 25% of the pack for men, but it wasn't the case for women. And so now with that time in place, it makes it around the top 25% of the pack. So, yeah, I think it's often the people that have had success with that standard they don't take issue with it. But I think there'll be a lot of people that are quite happy. Like I already had a message from a woman today saying, wow, did you see 6 foot track? Like that might be on my radar now, because yeah, she's more likely to be able to qualify, more likely to actually have success on race day or just to enjoy it a bit more, going, I've got an extra half an hour to play with that I wouldn't have had before.
And I guess half an hour over a marathon, especially a marathon like that, isn't that significant. It's not like they made it 12 hours.
No.
Or
yeah.
Yeah. It's certainly an interesting one. And if there's anyone listening who is, we're not like, oh, how dare you voice your opinion? Like it's good that people voice their opinion and have debate around it. But it's interesting that this is, and I guess part of that will be around the equity discussion. It's a crowded market and you want a slice of the pie, and the sisters are in, right? Like women are the sleeping giant of trail races, and, standing, like there's a lot of big races standing on the shoulders of a ton of women doing like the 50K.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, and if you want to listen to more of an explanation about equity, there was the podcast that I did a few years ago on DCR now about equity in sport, equity in trail running for women. So I don't know what episode it was, Matt.
I'll search it up. I'll put it in the show notes. Speaking of, you're doing a women's trail running retreat. Tell us about that.
Oh, yeah. And Muriwai.
Sold out.
Sold out. Yep. Muriwai, late August with Paula Griffin. So that's going to be pretty fun, staying at the Surf Lifesaving Club there. And we just thought we'll see what the interest level's like. And there's lots of really neat people coming. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Turns out the interest is sky high, and you get those Muriwai Deli boys doing a Fukashi breaking class, which is awesome. And I don't know, have you seen the Muriwai Surf Lifesaving Club?
I have seen images. It looks quite beautiful.
Flash.
Yeah.
So flash.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So,
that's
it should be a fun weekend away.
It could be in my neck of the woods. Be epic. Something that's not in our neck of the woods but is this weekend and isn't the Waz or the All Blacks is Hardrock, which, our mate Andrew, it's the one sort of big one. He's not, he hasn't done Diagonal the Foo, but he's done UTMB, he's done Western States. He's still trying to get in, incredibly difficult to get in. 147 runners and 102 mile course out of Silverton in Colorado, 33,000 feet, which is 10,000 meters, which is barely 1/3 of what you'll do in Vertual July of elevation, but the average of 11,000 feet above sea level. So you're at an average height above sea level of 3,350 meters, which is, that's a lot at that height.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could cope with that. So Handy's Peak, it's a 14er, it's 14,048 feet. 4,281 metres is the course's highest point, and it'll be just over 100k this year, mile 64. Incredible. We got some big names though. Who got in the women's field?
Oh, look, Courtney Dowwater.
First Katie, now Courtney. Courtney DeWalter. Yep. Sorry, bye.
Yeah, and then Tara Dower. I was going to say she just ran Western States, but she's in for Hardrock. And Kareth Arnold.
Yeah, TDS champ 2025. Tara Dower backing up from 6th at Western States. And Courtney, big Courtney, second female. Big Courtney, big Court. Second female and 6th overall at a little race called Cocodona 250, which, these people, they're absolutely incredible. And in the dudes, you've got Ludovic Pomeray.
Ludovic. Or just Ludo. Not Ludovic.
Who's the 2-time defending champ, and he has the overall course record in 21:33. You've also got Tom Evans chasing him down. He won Western States in 2023. He's also won UTMB, so he's going for that career Grand Slam as well. And then Johnny Elam is 6-win race streak into Hardrock, including Wasatch 100, which is a huge race. But I'll be having a look. I'll be checking out the live streams and everything like that. And that's the thing, isn't it, with these like far and away out of the way places, the media presence now, both sort of organised and more sort of citizen media like ourselves, is huge. So no doubt it's going to be an amazing week of racing. What are you up to for Matariki, Ali?
I haven't actually made any firm plans, to be honest. There's a drone show in Rotorua which tells the story of Matariki, which I might try and get to. Yeah, but nothing.
Is that over the lake? That'll be amazing.
Yeah. And I think it was really well attended. So previously they had it over just one day, but I think they're doing 3 nights now because so many people crowded there for it at the lakefront. So that might be on the cards. What about you?
Big running adventure. Gonna head out into the Waitakere Ranges. So got something planned, and we'll tell you all about it afterward. But yeah, really, really looking forward to it. It's going to be amazing. My family will not let me live down going to the observatory at Cornwall Park for a special Matariki like Star Dome experience. And if you've ever been to an observatory, it gets really dark. You're in a comfy seat which reclines back. And I'd done was still an ED mental health nurse at that point, so I'd done some hectic shift. It's like a 18-hour shift or something like that. And what do you think happened? As soon as the seat went back, the lights dimmed, and the sonorous voice of the Hilda, we're going to talk about Matariki. I was just out for the count the entire, woke up at the end. Where are we? What are we doing? So, yeah.
Were you snoring?
Got accused of being culturally insensitive. No, I didn't snore. Thank God. Culturally insensitive and a lightweight. So, yeah, they still bring that up. So, thanks, kids. But everyone, please enjoy your Matariki long weekend and Hardrock and getting into the hills and getting after it. And those who are doing Virtual July, please keep safe. Please.
Oh.
The physios don't need any more of your hard-earned money.
No.
Dirt Church Radio is me, Matt Raymond.
Me, Ali Pottinger.
And our old mate, Andrew McDowell, who bloody shot the gap, jumped the ditch, and went over to race with his old mate Shaggy in the lucky country. But please stay tuned for the regular DCR podcasts over the upcoming weeks. We've got some super cool guests in the bag and ready to share Matewa.